Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Friday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Parrish Construction and Roofing. If you need an orthopedist, go to Brock. You need a roof, you call Parrish. Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com, Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com, and On Fire Athletes, platform powered by GameCoin. Good morning, everybody. Much better morning than it was last night. Whoa. LSU gags away game one against South Carolina. If you want to see my immediate and emotional reaction, you can go watch Locked On LSU, the live stream from last night, where I was very not happy with the way that transpired at the end. It started good. I mean, Daniel Dickinson homers to get you up 2-0. Feel like you might be off to a good start. And had an opportunity in the top of the fourth with 2 on, 1 out. Milam grounds into a double play. The fifth was a disgusting display of 10-year-old baseball. I've seen 10-year-olds actually play better than that. The fifth. Get 2 runners thrown out at third base. I mean, bottom 7, Pearson comes up with a nice sliding catch, flips it into the double play. Then you go to the 8th, where you put together a nice rally to score a couple runs. Jake Brown off the bench singles on a full count. Shocker. And you got pretty good pitching from Newt and Shores. Newt gave you 4. Shores gave you 2. After Ware walked the bases loaded in the second, Newt got out of it, allowing just 1 run on the sac fly. So, I mean, Newt and Shore is really good, which is encouraging. Zach Cowan, now that's 2 of his last 3 outings that have been not good. He was not good against A&M, and he was not good last night. You could even tell in the 8th he wasn't missing any bats. Anyway, so disappointing. You know, the triple in the 9th, which ended up being the game-winning run. You lose on a walk-off wild pitch. I mean, with 2 outs. With 2 outs. Get the batter at the plate. Walk-off wild pitch. That's just as silly as LSU winning on a walk-off strikeout against Arkansas. It's like, so just disgusting. With so much on the line. It's not February. It's the end of May. I mean, everything on the line against one of the worst teams in recent memory. And you go gag away a game like that. It's just, so disappointing. Anyway, so now you come back and you got Anderson tonight, Ianson tomorrow. It's your 2 horses. You got to go win behind them. You cannot lose this series. I mean, you lose this series, and you're at 18-12. Assuming you get one of the next 2. You lose this series, you're not a lock for a national seed. Not at 18-12. With a series loss to South Carolina. All right, let's say some good mornings. Hey, Ben, good morning. Thomas, good morning. Oh, sorry, I haven't turned on Facebook yet. I was wondering where the Facebook comments were. My bad. Hang on. Was all caught up in my feels and my emotes about the game. Forgot to do that. Hey, Brad, good morning. Brian, good morning. From North Platte, Nebraska. Don't have any more hair after last night. Hey, Bubba, good morning. Rooney, good morning. Jacob, good morning. Austin, not only did LSU lose to a catfish SEC team last night, but an historic Louisiana plantation burned down. Hopefully today's a better day. I saw that, man, last night. How disappointing. The Nottoway plantation burned. I haven't heard anything about what caused the fire, but how devastating is that? I mean, this gorgeous historic building on the river in White Castle. I can remember being a kid at Most Blessed Sacrament doing Louisiana history, like in the third grade, and learning about Nottoway and taking a field trip to Nottoway. We did Nottoway and Homa's house on that field trip. Man, so disappointing, devastating to see that. This piece of our state's history. And it's just, some things are irreplaceable, right? Like things a couple hundred years old, like you don't just replace it. Hey, Ryan. Trent, how concerned are you with Cowan going into postseason? I'm not. And he's been great all year. The one thing that maybe is concerning is the reason that I talked about earlier in the year why I didn't want Cowan to be a starter. It's because when you got two pitches, the more they see it, the better a plan they can have against it. So, like, if you get through multiple times, if you go through the lineup multiple times, the more they see you, the better approach. Well, it might be the same true for hitters now that have seen Cowan with a large enough sample size over the season. So maybe that's the case. But for now, there's a large enough sample size to suggest this is the outlier, not the norm. And he was good last week against Arkansas. So be patient. Jester's Folly. Good morning, Drew. You too, Matt. Derek, you got the right priorities. Derek, good morning. Whoop. A morning Scone, rated G show. Just poor base running, Curiel and Braswell. They teach that in high school. Yes. They teach that in like third grade. Especially, I can't remember if it was Curiel or Braswell, but they show I think it was Curiel, where Josh Jordan is saying, get down, and he tries to go in standing. Christian, good morning. I know there's really not a better option for replacement. Do you think Ware should make the postseason? Yes. Oh, God. Yes. Postseason. Yes. Yes, he'll make the postseason roster. Come on, man. Like, let's... Yes. Yes. Ware will make the postseason roster, yes. Seth, good morning. Ware walking 4 and hitting the first batter on the first pitch is unacceptable. He's got to ride the bench from here on out. Up 10, down 10, guys, you say. Yeah. I don't know that. So Christian and Seth, back-to-back questions there about Ware. I'm not disagreeing with you. Hitting a guy and walking the bases loaded to start the second is just unconscionable. It's unacceptable. But the up 10, down 10 guys, typically the guys that you're not even going to see pitch in the postseason. Like those are the guys that won't even make the roster. Right? And you could see who they are, like Chandler Dorsey. We've seen him like twice all year. He's not going to make the postseason roster. Like there's some guys who are young guys who, are probably going to go off and play summer league ball and won't be with the team in the postseason. Connor Ware is a lefty who is probably best going to be suited in a situational lefty role. That's what he did last week against Arkansas. Did pretty well. There's too much talent and ability there to completely give up like that. So I'm trying to be measured with my comment, but he's going to make the postseason roster, and he's going to pitch for LSU in the postseason. The question Jay has to ask is, in what role? Like, if you're in a 3-3 ball game in the 7th, and your opponent has a lefty coming up who's their best hitter, and there's a runner on second and 2 outs, do you go get Connor Ware to go lefty-lefty? If you have Ware, Primo, Cooper Williams, like just think about your lefties out of the bullpen. Like who do you go get? Maybe Primo is the first guy, but what if Primo's not available? What do you do? Like those are the types of things that I think you'll have to work through situationally. All right, let me go turn up Drew's sound machine and stuff, get him stirring.
Parish Construction and Roofing. At Parish, we've got you covered. From the top of your roof, all the way down. Parish Construction and Roofing. Parish Built. Parish Built. Parish Built. From your hometown. ParishBuilt.com.
Okay. Parish Construction and Roofing. If you need orthopedist, go to Brock. Any roof, call Parish. All right, please smash the like button if you would. Subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. Patrick, so mad. Why did we do this last night? So stupid. Now we have to win 2 straight for the series. Who's hoping for a stress-free series? Really don't want us to have to tax ourselves in Hoover. My sentiments exactly, Patrick. You and I are on the same page. Hey, Dale, good morning from Dallas. Okay, man. Dane, good morning. Very sad day today. LSU losing, T-Bob leaving. I think I will start drinking here. Yeah, today's T-Bob's last show. So for those that haven't heard yet, T-Bob accepted a job at Barstool. So today's his last day. But I will tell you also in 29 minutes, well, if you're watching live with us, at 8 o'clock Central, they're going to announce the new, they're going to announce the new show, what we're going to do. So that's, again, coming up here at 8 Central. Patrick, Nuggets pushed to Game 7. That was cool. I didn't watch, honestly. I left work yesterday, went straight to Sophia. My niece, Sophia, had her 8th grade graduation, so we had her party last night, so went straight to that last night. And so I was watching the game on my phone at the party, and I got home in the 8th. So enough to watch LSU push across a couple runs in the 8th and feel pretty good about it, and then blow it. My friend Michael, good morning. Super disappointed with the Tigers yesterday. Going to the game today with some friends, hoping to watch Kate Anderson Masterclass. I hope so, too. Why the quick hook for Shores? Yeah, I don't think it was a quick hook, Dale. It's a good question, but you've done that all year, man, where Cowan's been a 6-out guy for you. And you got the best closer in the SEC ready. You need 6 outs. I mean, that's one of those things where we always talk about hindsight 2020, like, it's the right call. You got your guy ready. He's gotten you 6 outs all year. You're in the 8th. You had a 2-run lead. Give the ball to Cowan. Get you home. He just didn't do it. Tiger Poppy, good morning. What up, Damu? Good morning, man. Hope you're doing well. Jason H, good morning. Glenn, Jake Brown comes in, gets a hit when others are struggling. Does he start tonight and stay in? I mean, Glenn, we're still asking that question with 2 games left in the regular season. I don't know the answer. I mean, my guess is they will start him tonight. Because they've kind of rotated like that, but who knows? Michael, good morning. Alex, Pearson and Fry must have something on Jay for him to play them over better players constantly. I do believe this. I don't think there's any conspiracy theory. I do believe that Jay likes those guys and rewards their loyalty for staying. I also think they're really good players. I mean, Ethan Fry is your leading hitter, but he's also hitting 130 points lower in conference play than he is overall. Y'all know how I feel about it. If it were me, Brown would be in right field every day. Pearson and Fry would be platooning at DH. It would be that simple. And I think it also hurt you last night. I didn't think this at the time, but a lot of people pointed this out on Locked On last night on the postgame show. After Brown pinch hit, they moved Pearson left and pulled Curiel. And the triple in the 9th, which ended up being the game-winning run, I can't say definitively that Curiel makes that play, but Pearson got turned around on that play. And Curriell's a better athlete, and he's 6'2", and he's longer and has a better chance to make that play. So, anyway. Good morning. Congrats to Sophia. SJ bad. Yes, she is. So Sophia will be at St. Joe's tomorrow. She made varsity cheerleader. They had the tryouts a couple weeks ago. I think she was maybe like one of like 2 freshmen that made it. So very excited for her. Very proud of her, man. She 4.0 student. She had dinner and she had a medal around. I said, so what'd you get the medal for? 4.0 Academic Excellence Award. So awesome. Very, very proud of her, man. Worked so hard. Stat dub, believe we said all year, pass balls are going to be a problem. I'll tell you this, stat dub. Last night wasn't a pass ball. That was a wild pitch. I mean, Cowan threw that in the left-handed batter's box. And you did have Aaron Beatty in the game at that point because you pinch hit Brown for Hernandez. And that's probably something, I don't know how many innings that Aaron Beatty's caught Cowan, but and it was so disappointing, man. But yes, it has been a problem this year. Wizzy, morning Matt, first price. Now T-Bob can Portnoy leave us alone. In fairness, I think this was more of a big cat hire in the Chicago office. I'm sure Portnoy has to sign off on everything, but yeah, but I get the sense in talking to T that a lot of his interactions were primarily with Dan, the big cat. Hey Brad, I was watching really old YouTube videos on your channel. Saw one where you were doing Dancing with the Stars. Do you remember that? I do. That was 2010. They did a local Dancing with the Stars for Big Buddy. That was 2010 when I did that. We had just launched ESPN in January of that year, and we were doing anything and everything to get me and the station in front of as many people as possible to let people know we existed. So you had to Dance with the Stars, threw out a pitch at an LSU game, LSU baseball, LSU softball. Man, I spoke at every Kiwanis, Lions, Rotary Club meeting, any men's club, anybody that would have me where I could put on an ESPN shirt and go talk. Very much grassroots in those days. Hey, Brett, good morning. This team's got to make it difficult on themselves. Got to take the next 2. They do have to take the next 2. Hey, Rex, good morning. Tim, good morning. Caleb, you hear Jay after Braswell and Curriell got out at third? I did not. What did he say? So was that when? No, that could have been when he did the in-game interview. But no, I did not hear what he said. I was told there would be no stress during the series. Hope it's a stress-free weekend. That's true, Demu. Catholic beat Brother Martin, and even that's a little conflicting. Don't get me wrong. You know where my allegiances lie. But my dad's a Brother Martin guy. Brother Martin and Catholic are both brothers of the Sacred Heart Schools. So, but yeah, what Catholics went away, man. Went away from another state title. So good, man. Hey, Kelly Gross, good morning. Sam, sickening because we've all seen Maneri win a ton of games like this when he was here. Just got that bad feeling when they were still hanging around so late. I mean, there's no excuse whatsoever for the 2 running mistakes in the same inning. Getting 2 guys thrown out at third when you had a chance for a crooked number. You could have put the game away in the 5th. And giving Cowan the ball, needing 6 outs is the right play. He didn't miss any bats, man. The Mayo, what's up? Tiger Diver, what does Jay do tonight if Cade can't go 7? Sorry. Well, probably depends where you are in the game. I mean, all of that situation matters, right? How deep into the game are you? Do you want lefty, righty? Who do you want? But if what you're asking is if you need someone who can give you length, well, I mean, you used Nude and Shores yesterday, so that's really disappointing. And Ware started, so I mean, Schmidt's had a tough go. I don't know that that's someone who you want to count on right now in a key spot. And some of the other guys like Binge and Primo have been more situational guys. So the answer is probably Maverick Rizzi. And that would let you go from a lefty and Anderson to a hard throwing righty and Rizzi. That's why I just a guess. I mean, I don't know the answer. It's just a guess. Whew. Sean, I don't know if his baseball gods are just foolish play. Baseball gods would impugn bad luck. Wasn't bad luck last night. It was just bad play. Hey, Casey, good morning. Bama fan here, watches your show, love the content. Thank you, man. LeBron had a 4-series slump. He's getting hot again. Curry will figure it out. Appreciate you watching, Casey. Thank you. Yeah, Justin LeBron's going to be a fascinating one to watch this offseason. Does he stay at Bama? Does he hit the portal? He's got a big payday coming for him if he does. I'm not trying to throw shade or hope he. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I would love it if he did. He came to LSU, but I mean, I'll tell y'all, like it's kind of getting to that point of the year where, and so many of these guys have agents now, where even though coaches can't have or school representatives can't have contact with the player until they officially go in the portal, all these things are talked about now because of agents. And so you hear a lot of the names. LeBron's one, Ace Reese from Mississippi State. And that's pretty obvious. We've talked about that for a while. It's pretty obvious. When he was at Houston last year, he was at State this year. And now with Lamonis getting fired, could very well go back at the portal. And then another name. Well, hang on. I mean, I'm not trying to get too far ahead of myself, y'all, but just one to file away. Y'all can remember I said this, y'all. There's an outfielder at TCU, a freshman named Sawyer Stroh-Snyder. 6'2", 200-pound outfielder, lefty, throws lefty, bats lefty, like Derek Curriel, except he's 200 pounds and hits with power already. So that's a name that you're hearing, kind of like his agents are making calls around and stuff. So it's so interesting how that game works now, because you just don't have to be bashful about it, right? I mean, you hire an agent can go have communication with whoever, and so they can kind of start to see what the market might hold for a player. So, just some of the names to keep an eye on when, and the portal is going to open in June. I think it's going to overlap with Omaha, if I'm not mistaken. So, or maybe a little before, maybe it's end of regionals. Anyway. Hey, Sean, never seen two guys thrown out at third, unacceptable. My 7-year-old even asked why didn't he slide. That's, yeah. Hey, Abner, good morning. Ryan Stadler. Matt, with T-Bob leaving, if you ever need somebody at Don Juan Cigar Bar to be drunk and freak out and rant, I'll be there. My friend Michael, this was also Ware's worst game for a walk. Seems like an outlier. Yeah, I hope so, man. I was hoping Ware would go out there and throw like he did against Dallas Baptist. But that was his second outing of the year. His first start, it still is right now his high water mark, unfortunately. Hey, Thomas. There we go. Get some haters. Trivia, good morning. Hey, Tate, good morning. T-ball we missed from Whiskey and Wine. The only thing got me through post-game blues, like the A&M game. Armand, Matt Warner's yesterday about LSU. I mean, Armand, I'm not some savant here. Everybody knows I've gotten plenty wrong over the years. The real disappointing part is with what happened with A&M last week against Missouri, it was such an obvious illustration to your team to say, this is what can happen in baseball if you walk out there and think you're just going to handle business. Like, you have got to go show up ready to play. It is hard to win in the SEC. It is harder to win on the road in the SEC. And this is an LSU team right now that has not been good on the road in conference, which is why, again, it is so critical that you lock up a national seed, because if you have to go on the road well, you're going to be a host, but for super regionals, I don't think you're going to advance. Douglas, why was the catcher on one knee in that situation? Seems like that puts out a disadvantage. Douglas, I agree with you. I don't know why more and more catchers are doing that now. One knee with a leg kicked out. I don't know if they feel like it. I never caught. Maybe that's a question I need to get like someone like Milazzo or somebody on the show to talk about. Because he did it too. He would go down to a knee, and he's as good a defensive catcher as LSU's had in a long time. Thomas, leaving games early to bust T-Bob's baseballs won't be coming this season. Yeah. You think Newt will be the third day starter? I don't. I don't think, Mayo, that they're gonna. Oh, it's 7:46. I gotta go. I don't think that they're gonna lock in a number 3. I think it's going to be situational. I mean, if Evans still feels like if he's not used in games 1 or 2, I think it's just they leave it TBA, and whoever is the best available at that in that day in that situation is who they'll go with. I got to go, y'all. My apologies. I didn't realize it was 7:47 already. I got to go. Y'all have an awesome day. Locked on LSU from last night is live. If you want to go check it out, we'll see you for AFR 3.